What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome to the Tarro Astro channel with the Noble Magus. As you can tell, I made some changes and some rearranges. And what this is here is going in a little bit on what's happening with the retrogrades, how it affects us a little bit, you know. And then I'm going to dig into the tarot and clarify and also pull an advice card. So right off the top though, I got a little general and collective information that I've been giving to everybody, and then I got just a little something just for you, Virgo. So let's get right on up at it. All right, so I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing, for all of the donations, all of the book readings, even the inquiries into the email. You know, simple questions on different things about spirituality. I get quite a few hit-ups about magic and shit too, and I don't fuck with everybody on that, you know. But I mainly deal with like healing aspects and protection, you know, and manifestation. Those are my key things. Other than talking about fucking people up and all that shit. That ain't my cup of tea. Too much to pay for that shit in the end, so I don't do that shit. You asking the wrong motherfucker. So anything else though, you know, I'm good. Real shit. But like I say, thank everybody for, you know, rocking with the channel. If you're a visitor and you've never been to the channel before, be sure to check out the description box for both natal charts in both Vedic and Western astrology, so you can get a good definitive understanding of your placements. Because as this channel continues to go forward, you're going to be needing those aspects of yourself. You're going to, you know, different things going to be highlighted at different times. So, and further on down the road, I'm going to show you how to connect the Hebrew to the Tarot and how it plays a big ass part, if you really don't know. So for now though, we just doing this here, and what else? I think that's pretty much it, Virgo. So I'm gonna go right in on the aspect of the retrograde with Mercury and Pluto, and then I'm gonna slide into your little personal segment. So right off the top though, dealing with Pluto as it's being in retrograde, you know, I haven't said it over and over, but you know, when I get to you, I gotta get to everybody else. So this Pluto, you know, is one of the smallest planets, and it packs a hell of a punch because you know, the things that it affects, you know. So hold on. I hate when my playlists do that shit. It's so stupid. Yeah, so back at it. I don't know why my playlists do that shit, man. It's the app, really, because I got certain music on this playlist. Some of it is mine, most of it is mine, and then some of it's not. So even when I put it on repeat, like the whole playlist, this shit still be skipping this shit. Like, what the fuck? That ain't my shit. So anyway, getting back to this, right now it's like time, you know, to focus on like the deep things of yourself, you know, because a lot of people probably feeling kind of stagnant and stuck and shit, you know, with the energy being the way it is. And what that is, what the time for you to do is to not pay attention to that. I mean, it's obvious that you can't help it, but keeping it simple, you want to focus on what you want to do, you know. You want to focus not only on that, but you want to look within, take this current time to look within and introspect yourself. You know what I'm saying? See what's working for you. See what's not been working. You know, see what changes you can make. See what things you can do to change where you at and how things work for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking from a practical, knowledgeable perspective. You know, testing where you want to go up against the shit that you know ain't worked. You know what I'm saying? When we get to talking like that, we talking about cycles and shit, repeating certain cycles over again. That's why you always hear doing retrograde, people talking about people coming back and shit. You know what I'm saying? People coming back, shit repeating itself is motherfuckers that ain't learned their lessons. You know, they can't feel their way in the dark because they, you know, they don't have, you know, extra sensory perception. You know what I'm saying? They ain't able to navigate in the dark. They ain't able to navigate without outside forces. They can't look within and figure which way to go. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit difficult when you're not in tune, you know, with the higher self. So that's why people do that shit. They don't know it, but that's why they do it. They ain't got no inner guidance. You know what I'm saying? They ain't connected. You know what I'm saying? So, kind of like if your motherfucking Wi-Fi ain't connected to, you know, when you go to pull up certain shit, it'll just show you a loading symbol of something loading, a loading icon that's just fucking spinning and spinning and spinning. It's not connected to nothing. That's kind of how individuals like that are. They ain't connected to shit. They don't know shit. So they just roll with what's going on around them, you know. And if you know what I know, that shit'll make you weak, and that shit'll make your ass defeated. You know what I mean? So that ain't the flow. That ain't the go. So like during times like this, you know, with the retrograde, where you get that pushback from the universe and shit, you know, it can make you feel as though you ain't doing shit. You ain't accomplishing shit, you know. But that's a time where you actually supposed to go in and do a different type of work, a work from within. You know what I'm saying? A inner work. You know, when you do that inner work, automatically you'll be guided. Automatically you'll know what the fuck is up. You'll know what the fuck is what. You know, no matter who come to you lying, no matter who come to you with no bullshit, you'll be able to sniff their ass out and get rid of them real quick, you know. Because your fucking DNA just be in tune, you know, with that shit. Your chakras is balanced, you know. Your chakras is balanced and your DNA lining up with that shit. And in your mind, your subconscious, that shit lining up with all that. So you can't be played, you know what I mean? So, this is that time, you know, for that type of work. And it ain't comfortable, you know, especially if you're new to this shit. It can feel uncomfortable, but as you learn to progress and learn to recognize the process that your soul go through, that your mind go through, you'll start to appreciate that inner work. You know, you'll feel comfortable just standing fucking alone, understanding that, you know, this is real, you know, and this is right inside me. I control this shit. I'm connected to this shit, you know. So like that, you know, you can't, man, ain't no better way to explain that shit. You know, ain't no getting around that shit, you know. So, you know, even in being uncomfortable, after you put the time in, you'll recognize that this shit is highly necessary for the evolution of your own motherfucking soul and your own motherfucking subconscious, you know. So, I mean, it's a must if you want to continue to grow and evolve. Now, if you cool just doing the same old shit, you know, 10 years plus, stuck doing the same old shit with the same old people, then that's all good. You know, I ain't here to tell no motherfucker which way or whatever, you know. I'm just here to share with you if you want to move and progress in a different way. You know, if you roll with this, then cool. Shit, give me a like. You know what I'm saying? If you vibrate with this shit here, and this is something that you actually trying to attain, then you know, you need to give me a like on this shit. But I mean, even if you don't, you know, this information is for your personal use, and it's, you know, on the collective aspect, it's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So on that same note, a lot of us, we concerned about our jobs, we concerned about our businesses, we concerned about, you know, our status and our money and shit like that, you know, or the shit that we call money anyway. You know, those aspects and how we can improve in those areas. You know, we want to improve in those areas of our lives. So you know, you're more likely right now probably to be a little bit anxious to get rid of anything that you feel is blocking you, anything that you feel is an obstacle to getting where you really want to be. You know, that shit right now is not feeling real good. You know, you want to get rid of that shit. You want to push past. You know, we live in a microwave society, so it's like, you know, you want your shit yesterday, you know? And it ain't always working like that. With this type of energy, this shit don't work like that. You know, this shit is purposeful. You know, it's meant to bring out different aspects of yourself and your environment so you can see what the fuck is really, really going on. You know, a lot of people you've been around telling you shit, been lying to you. A lot of people that you thought was your friends ain't your motherfucking friends. A lot of motherfuckers that told you what it is, you can find out that it ain't. You know what I mean? So when these type of aspects, you know, come, when these, you know, astrological movements take place in the cosmos and shit, that shit affect us certain ways. So it's good to pay attention. You know, don't always count this shit as, oh, here we go with this Mercury retrograde bullshit again. No, look at that shit. Learn to appreciate that shit. You know, prepare yourself before and, you know, before time, you know, not to sign no contracts and shit like that before, you know, prior to and wait till after, you know. You know that shit, not to make no agreements and shit. You know the basics. And if you don't, look them up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a whole lot of time to go all into every little detail. But on the real though, just you know, stay focused on what it is that you would like to see and work. Do the inner work that'll get you there. You know, the inner work that'll prepare the way, you know, for that shit. Because most of the things that we partake in, outside of a physical perspective, you need to at first put your mind and your spirit on that shit. Little do you know, that's part of magic. You know what I'm saying? That's a magical thing that you can do, where you put your mind and your spirit on something, your spiritual energy on something, into something, prior to even fucking with it physically. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother realm of understanding. That's a whole nother depth of clarity that you can come up with if you operate in that shit, you know? So, keeping it rolling, like I say about the certain aspects and statuses that we look to gain and improve on, you know, right now you're probably real anxious on like moving shit out your way, whether it's people, and if it's people, it really shouldn't be. Shouldn't nobody be in your fucking way, and if they are, it's your fucking fault. So, as far as yourself, situations and circumstances, you know, some things you can't do shit about. You know, you gotta learn how to roll with the punches, learn how to go with the flow, and look for that open door and that opportunity to make your move. You know what I'm saying? To throw your move when you're ready to, when the universe give you that go ahead. Because sometimes it ain't, you gotta roll with the universe. You know, if you go outside of the cycles of the universe, you find yourself in a lot of shit. You know, especially when it comes to manifesting and projecting and shit. You know, you do that shit the wrong way, that shit come back and bust your ass. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna have any type of you know, what I would call, you know, magical abilities, if you're gonna use anything of that sort, you gotta know when to do shit. You know, don't be stupid. So let's see. Moving along. So like now you probably you could feel like I'm saying, you could feel like you're not really getting shit done, and you could feel like shit just ain't working, you know. But this is a time to see clearly what the fuck is going on in you and outside of you and all around you. This is a time to, you know, take everything into a broad ass scope, you know, and be real circumspect with everything and understand like where you at and what's really for real out here, you know, because it's a lot of motherfucking illusions out here, straight up. So, and you know, we really have to do the work. Ain't no getting out the work. You ain't gonna get out the work. You're not gonna collect the 200 without going past go. You're gonna have to do the work. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do the work, the universe watching, you know, the system that's in place by the Most High that governs itself, you're gonna find yourself on the other end of that shit, and that shit ain't gonna be nice. It ain't gonna be nice. It's gonna be fucked up, you know? It ain't gonna be good for you. It ain't gonna be advantageous, you know, to where you trying to go or what you trying to do. That shit ain't gonna work for you. Trust me, you know? So, you wanna get out your head on this type of being stuck shit. You know, you want to go ahead and go within. Fuck being stuck. Go within. That's a place too. You can travel there. You know what I'm saying? So travel to the place called within and do that work that you need to do. Pull apart yourself. Pull yourself apart. You know, bullshit that you know you need to work on. Clean that shit up. You know, quit running around trying to act like you ain't got no problems and ain't nothing wrong with you. That's everybody else. That's bullshit. You know shit that you need to fix, and people probably call you out on that shit all the time. But you know, the hard-headed motherfucker that you know you could be. Anybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just saying you, Virgo, but anybody can, you know, they can be in that type of space, you know? So it's a time to just buckle down and, you know, take this time to do this shit, do it right, you know? It's a benefit to yourself. And once you have become a benefit to yourself, now you a benefit to the motherfuckers around you. Without you doing any self-work, you ain't shit. You ain't shit to yourself or nobody else. So you can cancel all your motherfucking holidays and the rest of that shit too, straight up. That's real shit. So, like I said, ain't no getting out this shit, you know. And this motherfucking Pluto retrograde, this shit gonna be around till like October. You know what I'm saying? So we got Mercury in retrograde currently. We got Saturn that I ain't even speaking on in retrograde, and Jupiter just getting ready to go in fucking retrograde. So it's a lot going on. There's some heavy duty energy out here, and you probably can tell by the interactions and shit that you having with other people, you know, the shit that you see going on around you, you know. So this is a time to get your plans together as far as Mercury goes. It's a time to get your plans together. Take the time to refine your methods and methodologies on doing shit, you know, how you see things, you know, for yourself, you know, bigger perspectives, broader perspectives. You know, take the time to even look at the perspective of the next man or the next woman, you know what I'm saying? All it's going to do is broaden who you are. All it's going to do is reshape you to be a little bit more whole in who you are. Instead of all pieced together and fragmented and shit, you become more of a solid, you know, individual, you know? First internally, but then that shit will transfer to the external, you know? So, yeah, you want to refine your methods, and you want to, you know, try to refine yourself in how you see and do things, because we already know that, like, the plans that we make, a lot of times they don't go exactly the way we want them to go. So you can take this time to get organized, you know, to be more prolific in what it is that you're trying to do, you know, what you're trying to be. You know, you can take this time to research shit a little bit more, go a little bit deeper with your understanding on shit. There's always something that you didn't miss. Trust me, it's always something that you didn't miss. You know? Real shit. On that note, me personally, I call myself a master motherfucking student, because I'm always keep fucking learning, straight up. So, you know, with the process of refining your methods and things and how you do things, what that does, you know, with the planning, what that does is it helps you to be organized, and by being organized, it'll help you get over obstacles and issues that would normally plague you and fuck you up and deter your efforts. You know, when you plan and you're a little bit more strategic and a little bit more thorough in your shit, whatever it is, you come up with a better outcome, you know, and it builds momentum and inertia for your intentions, you know. And if you fuck with any type of manifestations, you know, speaking from a magic's perspective, if you fuck with any type of intentions, you know the mind is everything. Real shit. So if you ain't handling things right from the mind, then if you ain't handling shit right from your mind, you know, the right way, then you ain't getting shit done. You ain't doing shit. You fooling yourself. You know, you like a motherfucking hamster on a wheel, just going around and around. You know, fronting and faking like you're getting something done, but you're really not, you know. So, and with that right there, shit, you can run from yourself, but you can't hide from the motherfucking universe. You can't hide from karma. And I mean karma as in simply what you put out as to what you get back from what you deserve, period. You know, whatever you didn't mirror to the universe, that's all I'm speaking on. So good or bad, you know, positive or negative, you know, we all gonna deal with what we, you know, with our own shit. So, specifically for you though, Virgo, with this Mercury being your ruling planet, you may be experiencing some turbulence during this retrograde. You know, you may feel a bit all over the place, and or like you just can't get it together. You know what I'm saying? But take the time to look within yourself. Take the time to introspect, but don't spend a whole lot of time being analytical. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't the time to be over analyzing shit. You know, we know you are very fucking analytical. You got good work habits. You're usually pretty fucking organized. You got a great sense of usefulness. You know, your service to others and shit. You about your health. You about your fitness. You know, so you know that's pretty much who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're very charming. Got a lot of creativity. You know, a lot of beauty and shit. You know, male or female. You know, handsome, whatever. But you know, that's who you are. So this type of shit going on here can make you feel a bit out of sorts, you know, like you're not who you really are, and you know, make you question yourself and shit like that, you know. So that's where it's time to reinforce who you are, reinforce your inner being, you know, knowing solidly who you are for real, you know. Fuck believing. I heard a great man that I really know, that I know that's real cool, good brother, heard him say that his beliefs are for children. So, you know, we don't want to believe nothing. We want to know shit. You know what I'm saying? So, man, yeah, that's real shit. So this is the time to look within and figure some shit out about ourselves, you know. Take this time to look at shit that just straight ain't been working and move away from it, you know. Trash that shit out. Replace it with something better, you know, because you don't want to believe shit, you know. You want to know shit, like I said, and you don't want to waste time on the obvious things, you know, as far as analyzing and checking things out. You don't want to waste time on obvious shit, you know. The obvious shit you're knowing that shit full and well. So, and you know, without any type of doubt. So, stick with your work routines, you know, the shit that you know that work. Your stick to the shit that you know that work, and your sense of usefulness, and watch your communication as you give service to others too, you know, because this is a time where communication is like really getting fucked up, you know, because of the Mercury retrograde. So also though, you want to avoid other mutable signs at this time too, because you could find yourself at odds or end up, you know, quarreling and bickering and shit, you know, simply because it's retrograde, you know, the other mutable signs, you know what I'm saying? So take the time to be patient with yourself and try not to get real irritated and pissed off by the small shit, you know, because, you know, you can be real meticulous and you know, just, you know, real meticulous and detailed about shit. So to help you right now, it'd probably be good to get you, you know, some carnelian stones or some, you know, sapphire, you know, shit like that that'll help you out. You know, wear those. You know, even colors, certain colors even help you out right now. Wear some green, you know, wear some brown and shit. You know, those is your colors, you know. So, Virgo, that's what I got for you as far as that goes. So we want to go on and get into the tarot now. And I'm going to pull, I'm going to do a 3-card spread. And we're going to see, you know, this is about clearing energy and freeing yourself. So we got our first column is going to be like what to leave behind. And our second column will be what you should take with you. And then the third column will be how to heal or move forward. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. See what's happening with this shit. Shuffle a couple more times and cut. Virgo. that fell? That was the Eight of Pentacles, fell on the floor. So, Two of Pentacles. And the Wheel. Okay. Alright, so and we got the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So we got two majors. So that's pretty heavy for a 3-card spread. That's pretty heavy. That's very significant. So right off the top, with the moon, we know that the moon is Pisces and Cancer energy, you know, and we got the wheel, which is Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? As far as that, you know, the wheel is Jupiter also, and yeah, that's right. Okay, and then we got the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is what? The Two of Pentacles, that's the first decanate of Capricorn, and that would be Jupiter energy. So with this moon out here though, it's a lot of hidden shit that either, I'm gonna say somebody you dealing with, Virgo, since it's your reading. It could be vice versa, you know, switch the roles if you need to. But it's some shit that's been hidden. It's some shit that somebody around you been bullshitting you about. It's if you don't know, you're gonna know. And it's got to do with, I don't know exactly what it got to do with. It could be some pretty dark shit, especially as I look at the dark creature coming from the bottom of the fucking water down there, you know. And this whole point and purpose for this interaction of this person is to lead you into some dark shit, you know, to keep you blindfolded, to keep you stuck, and lead you into a path your ass ain't even supposed to be on. Real shit. I don't know who this negative energy is around you, but you need to see shit for what it really is right motherfucking quick. Cause they ain't even honest with you. These motherfuckers playing teeter-totter with your ass, you know. They may have two, they may have a fucking few. Real shit. Male or female. They not being honest. They ain't never been honest. And they ain't finna start being honest. So like right now, Virgo, whoever this is, let me know in the comments how this shit hit. But right now, currently, this person don't mean you no motherfucking good. And it's time to part from this shit. It's time to get the fuck away while you got the time and the chance, because we got the motherfucking Wheel of Fortune sitting here. And as long as you still fucking around with motherfucking Mo, Curly, and Larry, you know what I'm saying? Your shit gonna be held up. You're not gonna see what you've been working for, what you've been hoping for and waiting on. You're not gonna see shit. So it's very wise to move, cut people off or whatever you gotta do, get people out your business, quit telling people your business. I don't know what it is you got going on or even who it is, but you need to handle it just like this here. You know, get the truth, be real, be real, let me see. Be real serious about the information that you come across. Keep your eyes open, you know, in these next few days, in these next few weeks too, you know. Keep your eyes open. Be alert, you know. Watch for the words that's not said. Watch for the picture that's painted with the words that's not said. You know, take in people's reaction, take in people's body movement and shit, body language, eye contact, you know. Sharpen up your shit a little bit, Virgo, because there's some bullshit going on around you, real shit. And while I'm looking at the damn Queen of Swords, this Death card is sticking out too, because it's like a time for you to do some new shit, some whole different shit. And you can't do that with the same old shit that you've been dealing with, or the same old people, or the same old cycles that you keep getting caught up in, or finding yourself in, like over and over. You know, looking at the Two of Pentacles too, it's like more to me, meaning more to me than just somebody, you know, trying to figure out one over the other. You know, this reminds me of a cycle. You know, it's in a constructed path. You know what I'm saying? Keeping you, you know, within certain borders and shit, to keep the same shit going on and on and on and on and on. You know, some perpetual ass fuckery. You know what I'm saying? And you way better than that, Virgo. Way better than that. So a lot of times we can get caught up in shit like that, trusting people that we shouldn't trust. The other big thing is we get these fucking flags, these red flags that we just don't pay attention to. Then when all the shit come out later on, damn, I knew that shit. But you know, you didn't listen. You didn't follow your intuition. You know, you too busy listening, you know, to outside sources maybe. You know what I'm saying? Too busy just not focusing on what it is that your, you know, your intuition or your inner man could be bringing you, you know, your inner self. So that shit is important. That shit is vital. So, but you gonna get to the bottom of it, because, you know, that's who you are. You definitely gonna get to the bottom of it. So, let's, give me 1 minute. Look this up right quick, my damn. Sorry about that, y'all. My shit ended. So, now I want to play the way it's supposed to play. Alright, so now, you know, with this shit that we dealing with here, all you want at the end of this, when this come out, all you want is the truth. You don't want no fucking around. Your intuition is heightened. You know, you got that bird flying way up high over the Queen of Swords and shit. And I didn't clarify the Queen, I didn't go in on the Queen of Swords either. I should have said that she is Libra and Virgo. So here you are, Virgo, sitting on the throne. You know what I'm saying? Male or female. Y'all been watching me long enough to know ain't no motherfucking gender in Tarot. So I ain't got to keep saying that shit. You know, if you've been with me a while, you know that shit, right? So let's kind of get rid of the all the formalities and shit. You know, the shit that don't matter. We don't need to deal with all that, especially if you know. So let's get some clarification on these here cards, like they say at my hometown. Yeah. Let's get this shit right. Let's see what's up with this motherfucking moon out here. What to leave behind. Secrets and shit being covered up. Shit you dealing with in your subconscious. Shit you might fear. Shit you might even be worried about. That's creeping up out that water. You know? It's gonna come to you one way or the other, Virgo. It's coming. It's coming. And with your back turned and shit, catch you off guard and rock the shit out you. So you got your big brother over here telling you, get your intuition heightened. Season your shit. Sharpen your shit. You be too good to people to get, you know, dead fucked up, you know. You a good motherfucker, Virgo, so we ain't got time for that bullshit. So I'm trying to just show you, you know, where to step up at, right? So, let's clarify the moon. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles sideways and shit, you know? No, 6 of Pentacles sideways. So this shit correlate with the two of Pentacles over here. You know, to me, what this is saying is, you know, where there should be equal give and take, you know, you got somebody that's half-ass. You got a half-ass motherfucker on the team, Virgo. Real shit. They juggling you, they juggling finances. You know, they doing shit for other people. They trying to play Big Willie or you know, Big Wilma and shit. You know, when you ain't around, they fronting and faking and shit. They bullshitting, you know. I'm gonna put another one on there too. Let's get another one for the Five of Pentacles and what we need to leave behind for Virgo. Pull another one. What we need to leave behind for Virgo. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, we got the lovers out here. Look at this shit. Yeah. It's like I said. You fucking with somebody that's fucking with somebody. Or somebodies. Real shit. They may have a couple of motherfucking bodies in the mix. You know? If their moral compass is that low to and that unidirectional and shit to where they can just do whatever the fuck ever, you know, who's to say how many motherfuckers they got or don't got? You know what I'm saying? So either way, let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. That's clear enough right there. Clarify the Two of Pentacles and what to take with Virgo. What should Virgo bounce with? Look at that shit. You got the wheel twice. The fuck? That's heavy duty right there, goddammit. Hold on. Damn, that's heavy duty like a motherfucker. Got the wheel twice. Shit. Got the fucking wheel twice. Don't tell me I'm bullshitting. Real shit. I don't want to hear it. So we ain't even got to fuck with that. But we gonna clarify this other one anyway. Clarify the wheel and how to move forward. Hold on, how the fuck? No, I'm not gonna take that. That was already flipped around in the deck. Must have missed that. Okay. Alright, let's clarify the wheel. How to move forward. How to heal from this shit. What all Virgo? What all Virgo be doing to move forward, to heal from this shit? Knight of Swords. You need to let a motherfucker know what time it is, for real, for real. Speak your mind, be sharp, be precise. You know what I'm saying? They're probably watching you, you know. The fact that you got the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, to me, says to be very thorough in your communication, you know. From the small things to the greater things. Let a motherfucker know. Whether they like it or not. Chop their ass up. You know, I ain't gonna say in a harsh way, but I mean, you know, this Knight of Swords, you know, they come in to do the job. You know, they move real swift, they move real quick. You know, they get in, they get out to do what they gotta do. So let's put another one on there. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords too. Give her a little extra incentive, a little extra help. World comes out. Damn. Yeah, this is the end of this shit. Let the motherfuckers know that this is the end of the bullshit. Game over. Real talk. Game motherfucking over. And they, you know, probably want to come with all that conflict, Five of Wands and shit, want to fight and argue and keep up a bunch of motherfucking calamity and clownery and shit. But you holding the sword, baby. You on the throne. So it's funny how shit work out. But this shit is made to be put in your lap. This shit is made for the ball to be in your court. So you got to do what you got to do, you know? Real talk. Make your move, do what you got to do. And I ain't here to tell you what to do or be no motherfucking dictator, you know, dictator and shit. Tarot Astro is not a dictator channel, you know, let me just say that. The Noble Magus, me myself, I am not a fucking dictator. I'm just simply saying and reading what I feel in these cards, what I'm visualizing, you know, as I pull on this shit. And this is what you need to do for yourself, Virgo. Now you take it the way you need to take it and handle it the way you need to handle it. So I'm gonna pull an advice card for you, Virgo. And we're gonna see what's really going on. Let's see how the advice card correlates with everything else. I'm only gonna pull one. So see what we get. Change. Ain't that a bitch? Off the chain. Oh yeah. Right on time, Virgo. That's what you need. Change is good. Make some changes, set some boundaries. Give a motherfucker a checkup from the neck up. Straight up. No bullshit. Whatever this shit is, just went on long enough. So, okay, here we go, fam. New beginnings bring challenges. Adapt to your surroundings. Like the wind, the universal spiral symbolizes change and growth. The spiral is a sacred symbol that reflects the universal pattern. We was just talking about patterns. The universal pattern of growth, evolution, the goddess, fertility, and life force energy. Just like the changing seasons, life is formed after a period of hibernation. Plants know when to shed parts of themselves. Okay, we've been all over that. Going within, searching yourself out. Okay, plants know when to shed parts of themselves, dropping their leaves, branches, and seeds at the precise moment. Their natural rhythm is synchronized with their environment. Walking down the road of change allows you to see where you have been and where you are going. This perspective can be confronting, but one needs to recognize past issues and mistakes to make better choices. Just like I was saying. Shit, right on point. These learning experiences require you to let go and surrender to your own divine will. Your own divine will, okay? Beginnings are often described as painful endings. Check that again. Beginnings are often described as painful endings. So if you're dealing with something that's really fucking painful, it's really the beginning of some whole new shit. So once again, we're dealing with perspective. We're dealing with how you looking at shit, how you see shit. See it different. Open yourself up to embrace the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Accept your current position in life. Accept your current position in life can offer powerful realizations about your current circumstances. Focus on life changes now. If you insist on making a decision, be patient and seek professional advice to secure solid foundations before the final phase. Right now, there is a change in the air. You are moving quickly into the next cycle of your life. We just had the World card and the Wheel of Fortune out here too. So this acceleration may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is essential for your progression. Being uncomfortable allows your soul to expand and grow. Surrender to let go of any fear you have surrounding the change required to ensure a smooth transition. See, that's what you got to do. You got to release that shit. If you want a smooth transition, you're going to have to release, you're going to have to release the shit that that's got you stuck, I was just talking about being uncomfortable and shit, So, changing your circumstances in career, habits, family, finances, relationship, locations, ideas, beliefs, all are possible now. So all this shit that you've been hoping for, plotting and planning for, wishing for, I ain't gonna say wishing, I don't motherfucker do no wishing. But it's all possible. So be open to the possibilities. Just like an eclipse, severe change can be perceived as a negative influence, but in reality, You know, it often leads to more productive, beneficial outcome. Adapting to your new surroundings may take time. Relieve any anxiety by moving your resistance to the universal flow. You know, don't resist the universe. You know, if you feel you get nudged or pulled in a certain direction and it feel uncomfortable, try your best to go within and try to settle your spirit to see, you know, if in fact that it is the direction that the universe have for you. You know, learn to use your inner compass. All right. So when the winds of change slow down and the dust begin to settle, reflect on how far you've come. You can't do that shit if you always focused on the negative. You got to be able to turn the negative into a positive. You got to be able to transmute the energy, you know. All right. So the affirmation that goes with this is, I move through life with ease, reflecting on each learning experience with love and understanding. I surrender my fear to the universe with freedom. See, truth be told, there's power in that shit. Big power. When you surrender your fear, you know, all you gain is strength. You know? So, Virgo, that's what I got for you at this particular time. Big homie, big sis, little sis. That's what I got for you. So, we're going to tune in on the next one. Remember to give me a like.